day today. I'm going to cross back over that bridge, padlocks on it, quickly use the Wi-Fi at the train station to upload the last video, and looks like I'm going to be heading to Dusseldorf today because that's only 30 miles away. I'm a bit bored of big cities, to be honest. I want to go somewhere out in the country where it's a bit scenic, where there's a bit more touristy things to do. But it looks like I've got to go to Dusseldorf first, so that's what I'm doing. Wow, I've just seen what I call the St. John's Tower, the communications tower. Obviously it was so overcast yesterday, couldn't see anything. It's huge, it's massive. I'm gonna go and look at it. So I think I'm at the same spot I was stood yesterday looking at those incredible right angle buildings. Everything looks so much nicer in the sun, doesn't it? I bet even that graffiti at the top of the... oh, you can't see it very well, but that's the tower they've got here. But yeah, look, the cathedral looks all different. So maybe I will like Dusseldorf because the sun will be out. German sandwich shops. Right, look at this bridge. More cable cars. Go right the way down there. I need to start designing them though that fit bikes on them. So I would well take one. This is mad. I am still in the city really. It's the bike path. And there's a bit of grass in between the path and the river. And as you can probably hear but not see very clearly, there's sheep in it. It's mad. Why would you keep your sheep here? I've got another ferry to get. It's about to leave, but ice cream's a euro. Priorities. Just looking if I'm getting any sunburn on my nose. Yeah, no rush. Okay, just saved myself €2 and however much I'd spend at the beer garden on the other side of the river because I'm not getting that ferry now. Go further down here, excuse the bin, and there'll be a bridge somewhere. So I ended up in a beer garden anyway. And I'm just debating whether I go to the campsite on this side of Dusseldorf or go through Dusseldorf. And I think I'm more likely to go to the one further away on the other side of Dusseldorf because it's actually closer to the old town. So I might spend this evening in the town centre. Just coming through a little town called Zons, Z-O-N-S. It doesn't seem to have much but this sort of partial castle. And you may have noticed, but sadly I think I've seen the last hill or mountain for my entire trip now because it'll be in the Netherlands in a couple of days and I'm really sad about that. So yeah, they build the castles on flat land here, I suppose. Speaking of the Netherlands, there's my first windmill. This is the bridge that leads into Dusseldorf, but I've still got 7.5 miles to go. Another St. John's beacon in the distance there. Now this is an unusual sign, an unusual thing that I've seen in Germany. It's a street that's technically double parked. You generally hardly see any parked cars on streets because they have loads of garages, or they only let them park on one side, but you've all got parking bays. I've got planters there, I've got big wide pavements, so there's still loads of pavement for people to walk on, loads of people on bikes. Very A+ Germany, well done. Just had to come off route a little bit. Look at this street. These houses are gorgeous. Gorgeous colours. I'm liking Dusseldorf so far. So I've just been riding through the suburbs and it was absolutely lovely, dead leafy. This bit by the river is really nice. Loads of bars, loads of people hanging out. There's the town down there, I think I may throw caution to the wind and for the third time in a week a 2-night stay here. So if I do that, it means I could go up there. I reckon that'll have a lift as well, not a bloody massive spiral staircase. So I'm just on this massive bridge. Beautiful, isn't it? But look at this. to kind of make up for the fact of how much I hate padlocks, people have actually done hearts with their initials in stones there. There's one over there as well, you can see it. Just there. There's one down there. But that to me, see, that's some back-breaking work, that is. It's not permanent, but that's romantic. And look at the sun. Well, this campsite is endearingly eccentric, I think you could say. Okay, got my hammock cup. Got a beer from the supermarket. I'm going to open it with the free beer bottle opener keyring they give me at the campsite. Nice. Oh yeah, the website did say this airport's on the flight path. Cool. So it's about 11 AM and I'm just on the outskirts of the old town in Dusseldorf. I just like it already. It's got like these type of bars, little independent bars and things that I couldn't find in Cologne. It was all really kind of like cheesy, medieval German Bavaria, or it's not Bavarian around here, it's Westphalian I think. I don't know what this is. But yeah, it was all a bit touristy in a bit of a naff way in Cologne. I don't mean to be rude about it. But yeah, so I'm going to spend the day exploring. Well, I've got my hammock with me and I might well spend some of the time just in a tree. I'm not sure what that is. It's a hotel. It's pretty swanky. Seems to be have a lot more money than Bonn or Cologne. There's an Weiwei, that's how you say it, exhibition on over there. And in here, there's one called Fire on the Mountain, which is the name of a festival I used to go to in Wales. Okay, this is called the Koningsallee, and it's like the main fancy shopping street in Dusseldorf, but check this out, look at it. It's like Canal Saint Martin. This goes all the way down. Beautiful. All the big posh shops, Christian Dior over there, Abercrombie and Fitch, Bose. Yeah, I don't think I'll be spending money here, but what a nice place. Look at that. Dusseldorf has a Primark, but I'm not going in. Why would I? When it's also got a C&A. Massive building that's going on here. That's a playhouse apparently. Schauspielhaus. I think that's just more shopping. How nice is this? I have been getting a bit sick of being in big cities, but quite frankly, this is a really nice city to walk around. And I quite like going into the shops and enjoying the air conditioning, to be honest. It's not a hot day. Okay, here's what I've decided I like, what it is I like about Dusseldorf. And it's just that it's interesting. That building down there. I went to the supermarket last night, just into the suburbs. I'm staying on the other side of the river. And there's this church, I'll put a photograph of it up if I can remember. And it was just like a little neighbourhood church, but the architecture was something else. And that's what makes it, I suppose, interesting, the architecture and like the town planning. Very exciting. There's a little market here. It is getting around lunchtime, so I do have to look at my options for something to eat. That stall seems to just sell onions and potatoes. Staple German food. I have never seen a building like this before, with like a weird right angled tower, a little brick courtyard. Yeah, it's just different and interesting. It's a really, really nice town to walk around. And it's got a few parks as well. Got a nice little galleon moored up there. Okay, so I've had my lunch. I want to go there. My bike is parked about a mile away, so dun dun dun. That was brilliant. I got up to 20 kilometers an hour on that, which is about 15 miles an hour. which is about the fastest I go at the minute. So that was quite thrilling. Alright, we ready? Do, do, do. Gotta stop making those little bad faces, it's stupid. Well, this is a bit cool. Normally, my top tip for doing this type of thing when you go up to a tall tower or something, Eiffel Tower or Rockefeller Plaza, is wait till sunset. There's a beach down there with people sunbathing. Yeah, wait till sunset, you get to see all the lights come on and all the buildings then. But I'm too impatient today. It's amazing. This isn't even the good bit of Dusseldorf. Look at it. Wow. That's the bridge I cycled over yesterday, so that's sort of the direction I've come from. Where there's still some hills. Look at these buildings. See what I mean when I say it's just interesting? And they've done so much with the docks here, look at that. Just... Where's my cap? Where's my finger going? Right, just there is the scooter I arrived on. And my campsite is about there. I think that's the football stadium. Following on from the other side of the docks, there's completely people only, people and bikes bridge leading to that bit of land. Is it bigger? That bit of land, which has a load of industry on it. But also there's a lot of people on that beach as well. So that building down there apparently is the government buildings. And what I like about the city is, first of all, there's lots of green, lots of trees, lots of big park areas. That park area over there is right next to the main shopping bit. The bit with all the C&A and the Primark and everything. And I usually hate skyscrapers. But most of these, I like the way these ones are dotted around, spread out a bit. And most of them are pretty interesting and pretty individual. Not that one's rubbish, that can go. And that one, that's crap. But like, that one is round. And they've all got something a bit individual and I really like that building. Let's see, zoom in. Yeah, just sets it apart from other cities, doesn't it? Okay, so according to the sign on the window, let's see if my camera picks up. Yeah, you can just about see their version of the tower. That's Cologne, that's where I came from. It's actually making me a bit miserable looking the way I came, looking at all the land that I left behind. That journey's behind me now. I've still got like weeks to go, so I don't know why I'm complaining, but... It's gone a bit windy now. And there's this incredibly detailed and incredibly goth bit of sculpture. I don't know what it signifies, sorry. But check up. Two dismembered arms. And then this like weird dead horse husk. And lights with no head. So I was just reading on the internet and apparently there are 10 statues like this dotted around in this area. Full colour hyper-realistic ones, it's called The Couple. I'm sure we're going to find them all. There's just boss weird quirky statues on every street. It's a really great place to explore. Look at that. that is a Fitbit modern architecture. Whoa, it is brilliant. It's like a Bridget Riley painting or something. It's just at the end of the Koningsallee. Whoa, very, very nice Dusseldorf. Well, I've been walking around for ages and there are so many nice bars around here, but they've all got bar stools, high bar stools or benches. There's not a couch to be found. I'm hard to please, I'm so hard to please. So just got my hammock out in the Koningsallee next to the big swanky. So actually the ground floor is an Apple Genius store, what do you call it. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to go anywhere without my hammock anymore. I have to take it to the shops with me wherever I go. What is it, a Tuesday? Pretty decent atmosphere for a Tuesday. A lot of vertical drinking going on. I'm not down with that after all this cycling. I want comfy couches. Well, I'm afraid that's all I'm going to show you of Dusseldorf nightlife, because look, it's finally happened. After 1,500 miles, I've got a flat tyre. It's a slow puncture, so hopefully, because it was a bit soft this morning, I'm going to pump it up and it'll get me home. 3 miles. Tubes back at I've got inner tubes and all my puncture repair kit and me levers back at the campsite. Well, it looks like I'm walking home. I made it all of 0.1 of a mile after pumping the tyre up and it's flat again. I've actually got the inner tube in my bag but no tyre levers and I can't be bothered. I'll just do it in the morning. But I mean, how lucky am I anyway? One puncture in 1,500 miles, and if it was going to happen, at least it happens that when I've got 3 miles to go, I know where I'm going. Haven't got all my stuff on my back of my bike. It's not raining. It's a pleasant evening. In fact, it's gorgeous. Look. Nice sunset. So yeah, no complaints out of me. If it's going to happen, I'm glad it happened like this.